Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And I have a really, really good feeling. This may be one of my most favorite messages I'll ever share with you. And I hope you love this as much as I had a great time, just an awesome time putting this together. And this is based on me looking back over this last 12 plus months with all that we've been through. It's really easy to lose track of all the ways that we have grown. Do you ever feel that way? You're like, oh my gosh, it seems like it was the same day over and over again. I don't even know if I grew. I don't know if I evolved. Trust me, you did. You did. And when I read these things to you, you're going to go, oh my gosh, you're right. I'm totally that person now. I'm less of that person. I'm more of this person, this ever-expanding version of you that I hope after this message this morning you go, man, I am more awesome than ever. Okay, you ready for this? Number one, do you see yourself going, I have less tolerance than I've ever had for relationship drama. If this is not a relationship that elevates my spirit, makes me feel more whole and more supported, more appreciated, more love, I'm looking at it and going, you know what? Next, I'm not tolerating more relationship drama. I'm getting really clear about highly functional with an emphasis on fun relationships. Number two, your interior decorating is more beautiful. And I know we spent a lot more time in our houses, so yeah, that's probably true. You probably got rid of a lot of stuff, metaphorically as well as just stuff. But you also feel like inside you've detoxified a lot of your life. You went through a lot of emotions. God, did I go through a lot of emotions. But I think each time it was like a purification. I was like, okay, forgive yourself for this. Forgive that person for that. And each time we went through that evolution of forgiveness, acceptance, compassion, it was like interior decorating, more and more fortifying of the beauty and the grace we want to feel inside. I hope that's true for you. Number three, less victimhood, less complaining. I think all of us probably had our fair share of going, man, this is so hard. And then you saw someone who was really, really going through something hard. I lost family members this past year. And that was really, really hard. And then I saw people I knew and people I read about and things that they went through and the losses they had. And I was like, okay, no more victim. Rise up and feel just gratitude for the fact that you're alive today and see how much that really kind of squelches any complaining we may have done. And I think we've all done our fair share of complaining for good reason, right? There's a lot to complain about. But don't you feel like you're ready to go, yeah, I don't want to complain. I want to bring in more grace, gratitude, reflection, and love, and really feel this sense of blessing for being here today. Number four, you care less about what others think. Oh my goodness. Did you like, man, we've seen so much of ourselves this past year. We've seen so many things. And we're like, I'm so clear that I am not going to make my filter be how someone else feels about me. I'm just going to really choose to love myself. I'm going all in. I'm going to bring in a level of compassion, acceptance, like a radical acceptance. And in that, there's no ego. It's just love. Love without conditions. For the feelings and the joy that you have for being here alive today, in the ways that your spirituality has grown, where you fortify this sense of acceptance of self because of the vulnerability. The way that we've all seen things and heard things and experienced parts of life we never thought we ever would. It's really helped me a ton. Leading into number five, you embrace being seen. And that's where I bring in the word vulnerability. Don't you just know if you look around the entire world, you look around your circle of friends, your neighborhood, the people that you hold close, we have all seen each other at some of the hardest, most challenging times. And I think eventually most of us, if not all of us, were like, okay, this is me. This is me sad. This is me angry. This is me broken. This is me feeling hopeful. This is me feeling optimistic in spite of all the signs not to feel optimistic. Vulnerability is the birthplace of truth. It's where common humanity gets a chance to rise back up again. Realize how much you have embraced this, how much has happened for this. Number six, you are kind to the person in the mirror. You are kind to the person in the mirror. I think we've all had windows of time where we got the morning, we turned on the bathroom light, we saw ourselves like, oh my goodness, who's that old person who rented my face? Is that me? It's like, yeah, that's you, James, that's you. And then you kind of go, that's not fair. I'm going to soften myself. I'm going to open up the light. I'm going to see myself and say, hey, you're alive. Good for you for showing up. I love you. I love you. The eyes get softer, less critical, less judgmental. Oh, what a beautiful spiritual practice this is. Loving the person in the mirror. And number 7, you are mastering the art of forgiveness, not just for yourself, but for all, but beginning with ourselves. You know, we have seen the worst and we have seen the best in humanity this past year. I hope and I pray that one of the greatest blessings that we walk away with is letting go of the hardness and realizing if we're still here, we are still here. We can let go of the baggage of holding somebody accountable to something that doesn't serve us. And I think that begins most importantly with ourselves. We have seen a lot of things that would be so easy to judge ourselves for, judge ourselves about. Or we can take this list and say, oh my goodness, forgive, which comes from the word to give ahead of time. For, F-O-R-E, for ahead, for. To give ahead of time. Let's give ourselves love ahead of time. Anytime we're feeling judgment come with someone else, give love ahead of time. And let's see how we can use this past year as a catalyst, as a teacher, as an opportunity to rise into the next evolution, the version of ourselves that we truly, truly love. We've always loved her. We've always loved him. But maybe there was room for more love, a kind of love that transcended conditions. The condition of love that we can walk with from this point forward. The condition that is us as us, right here and right now. Much love and all blessings. Good for you. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.